try and picture it for a second. The sheer force of water. I mean, not just rain, but these intense torrents, sometimes dropping hundreds of millimeters in just one day. It's enough to turn streets into, well, rivers, basically. Displace whole communities, change the actual landscape. It's humbling, isn't it? And honestly, pretty terrifying sometimes. And that's exactly what we're doing today. This is our deep dive into the massive and severe monsoon fury that India's been facing recently. So yeah, this isn't just going to be like a weather update. We're really trying to explore the knock-on effects of all this extreme rain, the human stories you maybe don't hear, and the huge challenges that come with it. Okay, so our mission here with this deep dive is really to unpack this stack of source material we've got. Everything from, official reports to what NGOs are seeing on the ground. We want to get you up to speed quickly, which regions were hit hardest, the scale of the damage, both people and infrastructure, how everyone responded, and maybe most importantly, why? Why is this getting so severe, and what might be next?
Looking at those first reports, what really jumps out at you about the scale of it all?
Well, one thing that's really striking, looking across all the sources, is just how widespread it was. It
Yeah.
wasn't just one region. The data clearly shows this was a national scale challenge, and not just geographically, but all the different factors involved. It really shows how these things just ripple outwards.
Right. So the monsoon started its march. Where did we first see its real power, the kind that showed just how big this challenge was?
The initial onslaught really hit northeast India. It was particularly bad in late May, early June. In Assam, for instance, our reports show massive flooding across, I think, 22 districts. It affected over 5.35 lakh people. That's, more than 500,000
Like
people.
a million. Wow.
Yeah. And the Brahmaputra River and its tributaries, they went way over the danger levels, caused huge disruption. And then in Meghalaya, you have places like Cherrapunji, famous for rain, right?
Hmm.
They recorded nearly 47 centimeters of rain in just 24 hours.
47 centimeters
Right.
in a day.
In a single day. Yeah, that's about 18 and a half inches. It's just an astronomical amount. And sadly, that led to multiple deaths and impacted about 1,100 residents across almost 50 villages.
That human cost, especially early on in the Northeast, it sounds truly awful. I think I read about one specific incident, a landslide.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
in the reports. A landslide on National Highway 13 in Arunachal Pradesh. It tragically killed 7 people from just one family.
7 people. Oh, that's just devastating.
It is, and it really underscores how vulnerable everything becomes, roads, communities, especially in those mountain areas. And zooming out a bit from that specific tragedy, the impact spread quickly. In Manipur, for example, river embankments breached, and that displaced over 19,000 people.
19,000.
They had to set up 31 relief camps just for them. So overall, across the Northeast in that initial phase, sources report somewhere around 47 fatalities. It breaks down roughly like 17 in Assam, 12 in Arunachal, 6 in Meghalaya, 6 in Mizoram, 3 in Sikkim, 2 in Tripura, and 1 in Nagaland. It gives you a sense of just how wide that initial hit was.
Okay, so clearly not just a Northeast problem then.
Yeah.
Did other parts of India see, similar levels of devastation as this intense rain moved?
Oh, absolutely. The monsoon's reach extended pretty quickly south and west. States like Telangana, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka. They also saw intense rainfall, flash floods, widespread waterlogging.
Right.
A really striking example is Surat in Gujarat. It got over 346 millimeters of rain in one day.
346, goodness.
Yeah, which completely inundated districts like Chodapur, Dahod, Valsad. And we also saw heavy rain, river floods impacting western coastal areas too, like Madhya Maharashtra.
Okay, let's turn to the hill states now. They always seem particularly vulnerable, don't they? Unique challenges with heavy rain. What was the picture there?
Yeah, they absolutely face unique risks. In the north central and hill states, thinking specifically about Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, the rains triggered some major floods and landslides. Our sources noted 17 deaths in Himachal Pradesh alone just in late June. It really does raise that question about the stability of those terrains when you get this much water so fast.
And what about big cities? Major population centers. Was it mainly rural areas, or did cities struggle too?
Oh, cities definitely felt it. Take Patna in Bihar. The rivers there, the Faluva, Darda, they were rising so high that the government actually ordered a release of water from upstream, over 1 lakh cusecs.
1 lakh cusecs. Can you put that in context? What does that actually mean?
Right, so cusecs is cubic feet per second. So 1 lakh cusecs is 100,000 cubic feet of water flowing every second.
Wow. Okay, that's an immense amount.
It is. It highlights the sheer volume they were dealing with. And yeah, that displaced communities downstream. Interestingly, though, in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, officials had apparently instructed flood control work to be finished before the monsoon hit,
Ah, okay.
which kind of points to maybe a different approach there, trying to be a bit more proactive, perhaps.
Okay, so we've sort of mapped out the devastation region by region, but let's try and pull it together. What was the big picture? The overall impact on people's lives on the country's infrastructure?
Well, the overall toll is just immense. Like we mentioned, over 500,000 people affected in Assam alone. Think about the disruption transport, housing, agriculture, all severely hit. And relief camps are still active across pretty much all the affected states, providing essential shelter and aid.
And remind us, what were the main reasons for the fatalities across these different areas?
Looking across the reports, the primary causes were landslides and flash floods. It really speaks to the sudden and violent nature of these events.
Yeah. And beyond the numbers, what really brings it home is how daily life just stops. What specific kinds of critical infrastructure were damaged? The things that really disrupt communities.
That's a key point. The practical impact was huge. We're talking about roads completely blocked, sometimes for days, widespread power outages, schools forced to close, and entire communities cut off because of debris from landslides.